A trademark dispute can be very complex. It can be like a puzzle or like a Rubik's Cube. What I mean is a trademark litigation case, a trademark trial and appeal board, opposition or cancellation, or even just a dispute that hasn't yet risen to the level of litigation has many, many, many pieces to it. I'm just going to give you a sample of some of those pieces that go into this puzzle. There are deadlines. There are pleadings, and by pleadings I mean the complaint and the answer generally, counterclaims possibly. There's discovery, where the two sides gather information from each other. There could be depositions. Those might be in person or over the phone or even on paper. There's evidence gathering, and there are rules for how evidence is properly introduced. There's a testimony period at the Trademark Trial and Appeal Board, which is essentially like the trial period in litigation. There's submitting final briefs to the court or the board. There could be a hearing before the board or the court. There is each court has its own set of procedures, of course. Each court has its own set of rules, of course. And each court has its own set of precedent, which means the case law that governs what's happened in the past in that court and that binds the court's decisions going forward. And finally, there can also be a hearing at the end of each case. So these are just some of the many pieces that go into this complex puzzle of solving a trademark case. I tell you all this because it's tremendously valuable to have experienced counsel on your team when you're dealing with one of these disputes or one of these puzzles. I have people come to me all the time for disputes, but sometimes they come to me in the middle of a dispute that they've either tried to handle themselves or they've worked with other counsel who maybe wasn't really a trademark lawyer, but they knew them. And those cases oftentimes have already gone through some of these phases. And sometimes you can't go back and redo or clean up or take care of things that were missed in those phases. So it's important from the start to be working with experienced trademark counsel if you want to maximize your chances of solving that puzzle in your favor.